back at Conrad's Restaurant and Ale House with our first-year program, women's lacrosse, coming off a big 24-0 win. Head coach Kallie Muck, Sara Polovina, and Toryn Podschwit here with me. A big win there just a few days ago. Coach, you want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, sure. It's an exciting way to start the program, definitely. It was a good way for us to get out there and work through a lot of our systems. And 13 of our 14 players have had zero collegiate lacrosse experience before that game. So it was a good opportunity for us to get on the field, kind of get the jitters out as season was starting. We've got a long season ahead, a big uphill battle, but it felt good to secure our first win.
Definitely. And Toryn, you put your name in the record book, scoring the first goal in Jewel women's lacrosse history, and then finished with 7 points and 4 goals. Tell me a little bit about your performance.
Well, I just kind of went out there and did what I did. I knew, going into that game, I waited a whole year to play, and so I was really hoping to get that title for myself because I don't know, it was just awesome, and I was so happy that Liv fed the ball to me. It was an awesome experience. Really happy.
Well, and I'm glad you bring that up. I wanted to hear a little bit about that from you. And Coach, what is that like, having a year of experience here to kind of get ready for this first season of competition?
Well, so I was hired in June 2022 and spent my first year recruiting our awesome team of young women, and Toryn and then Fia Lamano were 2 players who came with me from my previous school, that they were going to come in as freshmen there and decided to come with me here and really believed in what we were going to do here at Jewel and really bought in and wanted to be a part of it. And I wanted nothing more than to have them help establish our program. So we spent a year at Jewel, the 3 of us. It was a lot of one-on-one trainings they got for a year. We kept joking about they're going to be glad when the lines are a little longer and they get more rests when we get more people in. But it was a good year of training for them, recruiting for me, and now we've got a team, and it's a totally different experience.
For sure. And one of those team captains is Sara, sitting here with us. First off, Sara, what does it mean for you to be a team captain as a freshman?
For me, honestly, being a team captain as a freshman is a really great feeling, just that my team trusts me enough and they chose me to be a leader and represent our program and represent the team. I like that they come to me, and I like being a person that everyone can rely on in a way on and off the field. And I like that I'm a freshman that can do that, because not a lot of people get that experience, especially for a first-year program. And being that person makes me really happy in general.
As it should be. And then for those that might not know as much about lacrosse as you guys, you had 7 draw controls. Do you want to say what that is and the significance of that in the game? So
a draw is what starts the game, after a goaler starts the game. And to control the ball means we get possession and we go on the attacking end, which, sets the pace of the game. And I got 7 out of, I think we had 19 draw controls. And that is not very common in a game. So getting 7 and starting the pace off and getting our ball on the offensive end is great, and I'm really happy I could do that for the team.
Coach, you mentioned 2 of your players that have had a year of experience under you, and then coming in now, you have a graduate transfer from Maryville in Addison Devers. What does it mean to be able to bring her to your program as she has college lacrosse experience?
Yeah, it's been really great. I mean, obviously the experience she has being at a program that's in the GLVC. She was there the first 2 years the program started too, so she's also had the experience of being a part of a brand new program and has been able to bring that to our team, but also just being older. She's an older player. Our whole team, we've got 10 freshmen, 3 sophomores, and then Addison. And so she brings a different level of maturity and leadership on and off that I think has really helped our program feel a little bit more whole this semester, which has been good.
Definitely. Toryn, Sara, what has been the biggest, learning curve that you guys have had here as your first-year program is getting started?
For me, it was just having more than Fia by my side, because me and Fia, we did everything together the first year. So it was awesome to have so many different personalities come in and just be able to work a drill with more than one person. So just that whole experience of making friendships, gaining connections, and really playing lacrosse in general. It's just awesome.
I'd say for me, since, I wasn't here last year, the biggest learning curve has come to a team where we're, like, basically all freshmen and like, it's our first actual year playing lacrosse collegiate level, because usually in high school you had, like, those seniors to look up to, and you had those juniors, you had that upperclassmen around you that are like, this is what you do, this is how games go, this is how drills are ran. But for us, like, we set that pace. Like, we are the ones who determine how fast practice is going to go. I don't have a senior going to yell at me to be like, pick up the ball. Like, I need to pick up the ball. I need to be the person that's keeping my team accountable. And when you're a freshman or even like sophomores, like your first year, it's like that's a big responsibility to like take on and to hold yourself accountable without a 22-year-old, except Addison, obviously, but coming on and telling you that. So I think that was my biggest learning curve coming in, because all I had was obviously the coaches on us. But yeah, that'd be mine.
For sure. Well, one of the last questions I have for you, it was, what is this program built on? I would love to hear from all three of you.
That's a really loaded question, and I'll try to keep it short because I feel like I could dive into a lot of things with that. But really, like, when I was building this program, I was intentionally very picky about who I brought in. You get to build from scratch once. And so I really was pretty selective about who I wanted to do that with. And so we're a very small team, and we've got 14 girls. We play with 12 on the field. So, we are a tight-knit unit. And when we first came in, I really wanted the girls to have the experience of owning the program for themselves. And so I allowed them to pick our core values, our identity of what William Jewell is. So we spent like 2 different team meetings, like deciding, whiteboarding all these words, and they came up with phrases for each of them, and we came up with 5 words that we really feel like embodies our program and our identity, and genuinely they live it out every practice, every competition we've had so far. Like, they really do live these 5 words out, and that's grit, family, attitude, effort, and communication. And family is probably the biggest one. They've really rallied around that. We like break out all our team huddles with that. We're like a little family, and I'm really hoping to keep that energy and excitement as we grow the program.
Definitely.
For me, this program is built off of straight grit, considering we had 2 people coming in, like, waiting a whole year, and we really, like, truly believe in this program, and I really think we're going to be super successful as a team. And just the pure grit we all have. There's only 14 people, and we still act like there's 30, and we're all fighting for our spot. Like, we all work super hard, and I think that's all something that we have, and I think that's pretty special.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, and I would have to go off that. I think grit and family are like this program. Like, we are a family, and we work so hard. Considering, obviously, we have 14 girls, like, this team isn't just a bunch of numbers, on a roster. Like, these are girls that are willing to put in the work on and off the field. Days we don't have practice, girls are going up to shoot and run. We are actually like a family. Like, we really care about each other on and off the field. If there's a disconnect ever, everyone's always working that through, whether any way we can, because we want the success of a program doesn't only come from the hard work, but it comes if the girls care about each other and we trust each other. And I think we really are a great family in that way, where I feel like I go anyone on this team for anything I need, and they would always be there for me, whether it's lacrosse related or not.
Yeah, no, it really sounds like that for sure.
Yeah.
Well, our final question is our fan submitted social media question, and that is, what is your dream car?
Ooh.
I don't know.
No, go ahead, please.
I don't know anything about cars, so I'm going to say a Mercedes, E-Class, jet black.
Okay.
Car.
You know nothing about cars, and then
Like-
you pull that out?
Personally, I want a all-black Ford Bronco lifted. Please, if you have donations, please send them in, because I really want that car.
I'm not picky. I would just love something nicer than what I've got. It might have had duct tape on it recently, so I'm just a slight upgrade.
There you go. So just no duct tape is the only
Yeah.
requirement. Wait, thank you guys so much for coming out. And here we got a little home opener heading our way.
Friday,
2
p.m.
2 p.m.
William Jewell.
Be there against Missouri Baptist and it's our first home game ever. So you better be there because we're wanting you there. Okay, please.
We want you there. And we want crowds. We want fans.
And I promise you're not going to regret it. You're going to see a great team perform. Okay?
Heard it here first. Conrad's Restaurant and Ale House. Remember to eat, drink local.